I now want to shift to the Denver Broncos. So I had high hopes for the Denver Broncos this season. Now, obviously, they're not going to be a playoff team this year. I felt they very well could be a playoff team. I was wrong about that. They're not a playoff team. They're not in contention anymore. They're not going to the playoffs. And I understand there's been a ton of key injuries to the Broncos this year. It's not a completely lost season. You've had some good young players step up, give some meaningful snaps. And I very well could see the Broncos rebooting as a football team next year. You know, you have some key players like Juwan James opt out. I think Denver will be much improved next year. However, going forward, I have some serious concerns and serious questions about starting quarterback Drew Lock. I felt that Drew Lock had the potential to have a breakout season in 2020, and I was completely wrong. Drew Lock has been horrible in 2020. He's been horrible. Now, does that mean I'm giving up on, Drew Lock? I'm not completely out on the guy, but right now, I'm not trying to buy any more stock. I mean, Drew Lock has been bad this year, folks. He's completing 57.7% of his throws. He's thrown 14 touchdowns to 13 interceptions. He's got a 75.4 passer rating in 11 games played as the starter. Now, I understand it's not been the ideal offseason for young quarterbacks. I understand he's young. He's learning. I understand he had to deal with some injuries this year. He got banged up a little bit early in the year. But the bottom line is Drew Lock, he hasn't been very accurate. He's making poor decisions. He's turning the football over. He's got more turnovers this year than touchdowns. And he's got good weapons. Jerry Jeudy's very good. Noah Fant's really good. KJ Hamler, really good. Tim Patrick, he stepped up this year. And Drew Lock has done virtually nothing with those weapons. And he has made progress over the past couple of weeks, but I don't know, man. I don't know if Drew Lock has that it factor. I know Drew Lock has the talent to become a great quarterback one day, but talent's only part of the equation. I'm not sure if Drew Lock is that guy. When I watch guys like Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow, even Patrick Mahomes back when he was in his first season as a starter, even guys like Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray, these are young quarterbacks, and there's just something about them that tells me they have that it factor. And I'm not sure if Drew Lock has that it factor. Now, Drew Lock did go 4-1 as a starter last year. That gave me a lot of hope that he could come into 2020 and build on that momentum in Pat Shurmur's offense. Pat Shurmur's a very good offensive coordinator. Pat Shurmur allowed Case Keenum to get to an NFC title game. I shouldn't say allowed. He helped Case Keenum get to an NFC title game. That sounds better, yes. Case Keenum played his best football when Pat Shurmur was his offensive coordinator. Daniel Jones was on pace to break Baker Mayfield's rookie touchdown pass record before he got injured late in the season under Pat Shurmur's offense. And Daniel Jones, he's not nearly as talented as Drew Lock. And I'm just wondering, what's wrong with Drew Lock? Why is he not accurate? Why is he making poor decisions? I don't get it. And again, Drew Lock, he's got a long way to go. And the Denver Broncos, they need him to mature as a quarterback really, really fast. They need him to get good really fast and really quickly because they're in a division with Patrick Mahomes. They're in a division with Justin Herbert. They're in a division with Derek Carr, who has his flaws, but he's much better than Drew Lock today. Far and away a better quarterback than Drew Lock right now. So, Drew Lock is really going to have to really, truly work on his game in the offseason. He's got to get more accurate. He's going to really have to study his film. He's going to need to make better decisions. And he's going to really, truly need to improve his game as a quarterback because, I'm sorry, but I don't care how many weapons the Broncos have. If they don't have a quarterback that consistently can play at a high level, they're screwed. So again, I haven't necessarily given up on Drew Lock, but I'm concerned. Drew Lock has not been good in 2020. Only time will tell if Drew Lock becomes the long-term franchise quarterback for the Denver Broncos. It's possible, But right now, as I speak today, it's trending towards not being the case. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juiciest Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big-time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juiciest Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.